Hi everyone, this is Mackenzie from the Gordon College Balance Center. I hope everyone's doing well at home. What we're going to focus on today is posture and kind of the starting and basic posture exercises that we can do, and then Andrew is going to follow up with a more advanced posture exercise class next week. Okay, so stay tuned. So today what you need to exercise is you need a chair or a ball if you have one. If you don't, that's fine. Some weights if you have them, and then some type of TheraBand that you can put in the door. Again, if you don't have it, I'll show you how you can modify with the things that you do have at home. So first I just wanted to talk a little bit about posture in general. Okay, so as we think about it, as we age, sometimes what can happen, or for people who are a lot at the computer for a lot of time, right, is we start to kind of get forward and curl forward, right? Which is not a very good thing when we think about our balance or functioning. So if we're here, we can't even raise our arm all the way up, right? If we want to take a nice deep breath in, you can even expand, where if you're up nice and tall, taking that nice deep breath, you can really expand those lungs, you can really raise your arms up versus having them here and only being able to go up this far. The other thing from a balance perspective is if your weight is forward, you're going to want to tip farther forward, so you have a higher chance of falling forward or really arching your back, trying to get yourself up with your back muscles instead of your whole posture. So what we're going to focus on today is kind of helping with that neck alignment, right? Our upper body, our shoulders, getting them in a good position so that we can find a comfortable posture for you. Now, some people have some restrictions, so scoliosis, or they have a curve that's already fixed and it's not moving, and that's okay. We can still work within your range and what you have. Pain-free range, okay? So again, we want to make sure things are pain-free. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with some shoulder rolls, okay? And this is just to kind of warm up your body, warm up those muscles that we're going to be targeting. So we're going to roll our shoulders in the backwards direction. We'll do about 10 of these. Just kind of get that motion. It should feel good. There should be no pain. If you have any shoulder pain or any history of shoulder surgery, you're going to modify, so you still want to stay in that pain-free range, but this one usually is okay for everyone. Good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to either sit in a chair, or I'm going to demonstrate sitting on the physio ball. Okay, so you want to sit on that ball, sit right here. So sitting on that ball, feet on the ground, or in your chair, you'll sit at the edge of the chair so you have a nice upright posture. And what we're going to do next is called a chin tuck. So a lot of times our head starts to get forward, right? So if I turn to the side, our head goes forward. What we want to do is we want to pull it back, okay? So I tell people it's like giving yourself a double chin. So it's not this, it's pulling straight back. And you should feel a little bit of elongation here, so maybe a little bit of a stretch and some tightening in your front muscles. It's a very gentle exercise. It shouldn't be painful, okay? So we're going to do a couple of these. We're going to pull our chin back and we're going to hold. And relax. Pull our chin back. Thinking about keeping our shoulders down. We don't want to hike them up. Pull our shoulders back. We're going to do 2 more. Pull our neck back, shoulders down. One more. Good. So those last 2 exercises are more of our warm-up, just to get those muscles thinking and moving. So now, while you sit here on your ball or your chair, I want you thinking of nice posture, sitting up nice as tall as you can. You want to engage those muscles. So one of the biggest mistakes people do is they're sitting, but they're like this, right? So I can curl my body even though my arms are up straight, but my core and trunk are not straight. So you want to think of nice elongation, up nice and tall, shoulders back, okay? And we're gonna start with some exercises that are gonna be a little bit more of a balance. Okay, I'm gonna move back a little bit so you can see me. So up nice and tall, and we're just gonna start with some marching on the ball. So you really have to work on that core and then that stabilization, okay? So we'll march, one knee up, and you can see, even for me, this is challenging on that physio ball. You have to really focus and control. If you're on the chair, you'll find that it's much easier, but you still want to focus on those muscles, right? Thinking of tightening those tummy muscles. Good. Do 10 of them on each side. We've done about 4. Nice and controlled. Thinking up nice and tall. If you start to slouch, just stop and get that posture back. Again, it's harder than it looks, especially on the ball. Good. If you need to put your hands, you can, but ideally you kind of want them up. So you're really focusing on that balance. Good. Okay. So our next one is going to do with marching as well. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift your right leg up and then raise your left arm up. Okay. And we're going to hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down. We'll raise your left leg up, right arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Right leg up, left arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I went a little longer on that side if you didn't notice. We're going to do the left leg up, right arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. We're going to do one more exercise while you're sitting. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab some weights if you have them. And we're going to hold those weights kind of out in front of you, okay? If your arms can tolerate it. If not, you'll go a little bit closer. So I'm going to show you with it closer first. You're going to keep nice posture, shoulders back. You're going to tighten your core, and you're just going to turn your upper body, your hips stay still, to the right. And then you're going to turn your upper body to the left. You want to think of tightening those tummy muscles. Good. And go back to the right. And left. And right. And then if your arms are out straight, it will look like this. This you're going to feel more in your arms. So again, it depends on your shoulders. And it's a little bit harder for that core. Do one more to each side. So Pelvis is staying straight, arms are coming over. And one more time to the left. Good job. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to stand up. You can get rid of your ball or your chair. And this is where you're going to either use weights or a band. So if you have a band at home, you can tie a knot in it and shut it in the door. Okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to do some rows. So really focusing on these upper back muscles. So if you're using a band, you'll take that band, okay? You'll bring it where each hand is holding a side. You'll stand with your elbows close to your side and you're gonna pull straight back, trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together. So pulling straight back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. I'm gonna demonstrate if you're using weights, okay? Your arms are out front and you're gonna pull straight back, squeezing and out. Same thing here, pull straight back, keeping those shoulders down, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and forward. We're gonna do a total of 10. So at home if you're counting, so if you're using weights or the band, I'm going to demonstrate with the band in a moment. You're going to keep that counting to 10 on your own. Good. Let me show a couple more with the band. I'm going to pull straight back and forward. Very good. Okay, so we're going to do one more standing with the band, and it's going to be a lat pull down. So I'm going to show you forward first. So it's going to look like this with the band, and you're going to pull down and up. So your shoulders are kind of coming down, squeezing, and then back up. So if you have your band, you'll bring your arms out like that, and you're going to pull down and up, down and up. If you don't have a band, you'll have your weights or no weights, and you're going to go up and pull down, up and down, right? So up and down, keeping that chest up. Couple more with the band. So again, you're counting to 10. So if you're using bands or weights or no weights, you just want to get to that number 10. Sure, one more. Good. Okay. You guys are doing good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a wall lift off, okay? So I'm going to show you what it's going to look like forward. So pretending a wall is in front of me, your arms are going to come up and you're going to lift up and forward. I'm going to turn now and show you what it's going to look like at the wall. So you want to get nice and close to the wall. So almost like your nose is touching it. So you're in nice posture. Hands come up in a V. If you can't, you go where your shoulders allow, okay? And then what you do is you lift those hands off the wall. And then back down. Okay, so you're lifting those hands off the wall, tightening those shoulder blades, and back down. I'm going to show you from a side view. So you're lifting back. The wall is helpful for a cue because it's easy to do this even in this position, but you want that wall because you know you're standing up nice and tall. Okay, and again, we'll do 10 of those, holding for about 5 seconds. Good job. Okay. Good job. Now we're going to roll those shoulders. Okay. So we focus mostly today on static, so either sitting or standing, and kind of one-dimensional exercises. Next time when you see posture level 2 with Andrew, it's going to be more dynamic, more movement with kind of the same principles of targeting these muscles of our posture. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to end with some stretching. So what you'll do is you'll get your chair. Okay. You'll kind of sit in it. If your chair has arms, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your arms to the back of the chair and you're going to lean forward. Your head can be up, so you feel a nice gentle stretch across the front. We're going to hold there. Good. And we sit back. And we're going to do that again. Leaning forward. Nice deep breath in and out. Nice deep breath in very good. Now lean back, and if you have arms again, you're going to keep your knees straight and you're just going to turn your upper body. Feel a nice gentle stretch. No pain. And then we'll go the other way. Last thing, we'll bring our arms up to the side. Again, if you have pain, you bring them lower. But we're just going to do these arm circles. Okay, so you should feel that upper body feel nice and relaxed and that you've worked those muscles. Another thing I tell people about your posture is it's an endurance muscle. You should be kind of using your posture muscles all day long when you're up and moving and even sitting. So one easy way that you can also work on your posture muscles is if you watch a lot of TV. During the commercial breaks, you sit at the edge of your chair and think about maintaining that nice posture and holding that there, tightening those tummy muscles so that you're not slouched, you're up nice and tall, and just holding that position for the commercial break. And then when your show comes back on, and then relaxing. Same thing when you're in the kitchen and you put something in the microwave or you're brushing your teeth in the morning, thinking again, can I keep that nice posture during this exercise? And that way you can start practicing this posture during functional activities throughout your day. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video and are looking forward to posture level 2 next week. Have a great day.